Alright, some of you may recognize this truck because I fixed the mud flap bracket on there, I don't know, a little while ago. We're finally getting around to fixing this rust. So, yeah, this bed's seen better days. Unfortunately, these beds are not built great anymore. And they get like this, but he wants this kind of fixed. And I'm going to see what I can do. I have a piece that's bent to this shape already from my local metal supply. So there's going to be a lot of cutting. Possibly some cutting torch action. But today I wish I kind of had a plasma cutter because this would have been perfect. But I'm going to run what I brung. Let's get it done. Alright, so the plan of attack here. Got a little setup going. Just going to take a 6-inch cutoff wheel. And we're just going to cut this thing off. This is already kind of cut off for me. This looks salvageable. This one, I'm not too sure. And this looks like it was bent in about 1-inch increments. So I might be able to make that with some metal. We'll see. But I'm going to cut it here. Cut it right along this seam. Cut that out right here. Boom, 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 boom. Same thing. Cut it out. And then I have this piece I had bent, made a little template, and should be able just to weld it right back in. So, unfortunately, this is going to be the fun part of cutting all this out with a cutoff wheel. So, let's just get it over with. Okay, that was painful, but this one's good. I got it cleaned up. This one, unfortunately, we're gonna have to do, and I think I'm gonna go get some flux core wire and do this with flux core because I believe the MIG will just give me a lot of trouble. Let's go do that. All right, so what I need to do now is get a measurement. I just got an 8-foot piece bent. I believe this is 7 something, so let's grab a tape measure. Pardon my garage, she's a little rough. Oh, tape measure, where can you be? Here's the compressor that well, you guys haven't seen that yet, actually. This video will come out before that one, but having some engine problems, if you're wondering. Oh my gosh. All right, let me find my tape measure because this is a little absurd. All right. Let's do this. All right, let's go to the outside. Well, it looked like it was 7'10". Let me do this two hands. You guys can sit over here. $7.10. The inside. Let's see what the bottom is. Who knows if this thing's warped up. We're gonna go with 710 and trim it as needed. So you're actually magnetized to the piece. All right, so 2 inches. Got to trim 2 inches off this. Well, 2.5. This is 8 foot and a half. 8 foot 0.5. So let's do that. All right, I got 030 MIG, or I'm sorry, flux core from Harbor Freight. Anyone else? Flux core wire is like crazy expensive. I don't know why. But the Primeweld here, all we got to do is change the roller out. This is a MIG roller. It's got the smooth, GoPro won't pick this up, but smooth rollers, and the flux core ones have grooves, or they're like serrated almost. But you know, on my way to Harbor Freight, I was really hoping that the kit that came with the Primeweld had 030 roller, and you can use 030 and 035 wire on this side of the roller. So that's good, because I wanted to look at that before I left, but I'm in a rush, so I left, and I was hoping for the best. There we go. We also need to change the polarity on this, which is as simple. I'll show you switching the ground. So now that we have that, let's see. It's good to have flux core, I guess, around for jobs like this, small jobs that have some rust, paint run through that. So it's nice. Whatchamacallit, where is that? Oh wow, okay. So we're gonna go in like that, because it goes in the bottom. You guys can't see nothing. Alright, let's see. I can't find my MIG pliers anywhere, which, you know, it's a shocker from this garage. It's disgusting in here. They actually melt this onto the side so it doesn't unravel. It's kind of weird, but I never bought Vulcan wire before. I bought the stick rods, which actually surprisingly are pretty good. But we'll see how the flux core runs. I don't really run flux core a lot either. So I want to cut that a little better. Let's cut that. Goes through the liner a little better. All right. I don't want it unspooling. Simple as that. All you have to do, switch your polarity, which I believe this is straight polarity, DCEN for flux core, and then you just put your ground there, and you're done. So let's get it ready to weld. Oof. And the Primeweld, like I mentioned in my last video, flux core. And we have 16 gauge metal. So we have 035. I'm sorry, 030. Come on over. 16 gauge, that's what we're working with. And you got 17 on the volts and 207 with the wire speed. So that's a good starting point. I've actually found that that welds pretty well with their suggestions, so we're gonna run with it. I gotta get this thing cut still over there and fit up before I do any of that, so let's just do that, I guess. It's a handful of days later. I did end up getting that bottom one finished. You'll see it in a little bit, but that side pocket thing, whatever that it was, I tried doing it this way. I cut it out, I measured it, and it was bent. I don't really have a way to bend it, so I just kind of scored it on the inside. This didn't work because I cut the angles prior. So I have the sheet here. I'm going to cut the measurement out straight again, cut all my score marks here, and I'm going to bend it as one piece, and then I will cut it as needed, possibly make just a quick little template from the other one. But yeah, that thing whooped my butt. That was a long day, but you'll see it in a second. He's been using it because I ran out of time that day. It was last Saturday. It's currently Friday. So let's get this thing set up. We'll start cutting. I'll show you guys how I plan on bending that, and we'll get it on the truck, and then this thing should be wrapped up. All right, quick little shout out to Rod Shield. I do work with them. I have a promo code in my bio for lenses and all that good stuff. He sent me out his new gold lens and his new fixed shade, number 10. This is great. I use this extremely clear. It's a green puddle. The gold lens is a blue puddle, so you'll be seeing blue, be seeing green for all my fixed shade people. I know nice to have a backup fixed shade, a good one, in case you drop this, something happens to it, and over time these just kind of go out. But these have been holding up very well for me. This is the one he sent me originally last year, and I still use it exclusively to this day. So I'm excited to try out the blue one. I've actually already tried it out. I like it a lot. It's a very crisp blue puddle. It's great for stick welding, higher amp stuff. This is awesome. Tried this out with a little TIG before. So check out Rod Shield. There's his info. Also, I'll have it linked in my bio. As you guys know, you've probably seen, but definitely check him out. Use my promo code, save 5% on your purchase. And he's got a bunch of other stuff on his website. Hats, welding sleeves, a couple other organization tools he makes for, you know, rig welder guys. And so check him out, and let's get back to it. All right, here's the piece. I don't know where the old one is to compare, but pretty much what I do now is I got these. The middle one was 1.5 inches, and then everything was 1 inch after that. So what I do is I just run the cutoff wheel right down about 1/3 of the way into the metal, maybe halfway. I can't really tell, but once it's scored, it's easier to bend, and it should bend where I need it to bend. And like I said, the other one didn't go really as planned. I have no way to bend metal here, and something this small, I don't know. I don't know if I can bring anywhere, but it would just be easier for me to spend an hour to do this, cut it, mount it on the truck, and for him to be done with it. So let's get this scored up and we'll try bending it. All right, got the truck back. Take your cardboard with the obvious choice of beer. You make a template. This is the good one. We got to replace that one. And it actually flips over and works well. And then you just bring it over here, trace it out, obviously line it up a little better, trace it out, and you got yourself a piece. So let's just start cutting it all. And it's Friday and I want to drink beer, so I want to get this done. Alright guys, that's it. Got it welded in. Flux core ain't no joke. I'm not a huge fan of flux core, that's why I don't ever run it, but this is what it looks like afterwards. So definitely an improvement. The body's still definitely shot, but that's what he wanted. Should get him another year or two. That's what he wanted. So also, you know, just kind of looks bad with rust holes in it, even though it's got a few, but it works out. So if you guys like this, give me a follow. If you didn't, well, don't watch. Take a little chapter book from Melton Metal Anthony's page. Just don't watch. But again, guys, check out Rod Shield. If you guys are into welding lenses, stuff like that, use the promo code. And I believe the next video we'll be finishing the air compressor, and that's it for now. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I am glad this one is over. We'll see you on the next one. Come on. Think I forgot to give it a little spruce up here? And he can paint it however he likes after. This will just keep the surface rust off it, so. That was pretty funny, wasn't it? All right, I'll catch you guys later.